tell me about going online, Helen. Helen has taken both my online color training and my Unstoppable style. So I'm getting a bit of a plug in there. But I know a lot of the ladies watching this morning may still be kind of considering going online or thinking about going online. They're nervous about that. They feel that maybe they don't have the technological skills to go online. So maybe you can talk a little bit about that, Helen, and your experience, of course, of doing my courses. I'd really appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. So before I signed up to your courses, I think it was quite close to the beginning of lockdown, I was offering online services in terms of to people who were outside the UK, but I probably got 1 to 2 out of every 10 clients for something like that. I was getting them, but it was maybe 1 a month, for example. And I thought, right, I need to really adapt, change, put this system together to offer my style code online. And I remember thinking I wasn't quite set up as well for things like the digital palettes that you offered. And I was interested to know, like, well, what system, because I know you spoke about it on your Instagram, what system kind of works best to create a flawless service online. So I remember I signed up for your course. The first one was the color. And initially what grabbed me about it, because it sounds really lazy, but I was like, oh my God, I cannot be bothered to put all of these online color palettes together.
It took a long time, I can tell you, Helen.
I remember you saying
it took me months actually to get those palettes together. So of course you can do all of this work yourself.
Yes.
But why reinvent the wheel when it's already there,
So when I seen your post about that on Instagram, I was like, hallelujah. Like, where do I sign? Where do I pay? But that's initially what pulled me in. But then there were so many other things within the course that I loved once I was in it, especially the Facebook group. The support, because you don't realize how alone you are just working self-employed, especially when we're in lockdown and you're only behind the laptop. So I loved the group and having that support. I'm very confident at what I do, but it's still nice to be like, this is my client, I think she's an autumn or deep, like, what are your thoughts? And it's so nice to have people go, actually, yes, I think that, or I think you're right, or have you tried that? And I think we're never at a point where we know everything.
I'm learning every day, Helen. I'm in this business since 2004. I kind of specialized in color. That was my thing from the get-go. But I learned stuff from you guys every single day because you see it through somebody else's set of eyes. It's just so interesting, to have the support of that many people around you and know that you're all on the same track.
Yes. So I love that. And then obviously with regard to taking it online, sorry, I just totally went off on a tangent there about the colour.
Oh, that's fine. Once you're talking about colour, Helen, I go off on a tangent.
But in terms of taking it online, I think that was my goal anyway, but being on the course has really thrusted me to do it. Put a little bit more confidence and tools behind what I was doing. I think the course gives you two things. You'll obviously learn so much more and advance your skills and yourself from it. But then also, secondly, it gives you a confidence boost in like, well, I am doing okay, and I what I am doing, it is right. I don't want that to sound like I'm right, but does that make sense? Then
you realize because we're on this journey so often by ourselves. We have nobody to
challenge us.
Nobody to kind of, in many ways, to realistically compare ourselves. And we realize we're all on the same path, and there's so many people that can help me. I think it's the camaraderie as well, that actually everyone in there is like helping each other, and it's really positive environment for that. And I've worked very hard to keep it that way, because what I found when I was doing the color and the style and the image in those first years that I was doing it by myself, that a lot of image consultants kind of felt they were in competition with each other. And, you know, there was a lot of hiding and this kind of thing. And I totally want to dispel that idea, because we're not in competition with each other. Anyway, there's no one like ourselves. The minute that we decide to be ourselves, and we show ourselves as we are, you know, bumps and lumps and all the rest of it, you attract the right people. So so I'm really thrilled to hear that.
I said to my fiance this morning, obviously I was chatting about that I was going to be coming on here and we were talking about you. And I was like, I would pay monthly just to be in the group. Like, that is such a valuable service.
Access.
But you know what I mean?
I should have thought of that, Helen.
Actually, no, she's going to charge us now. No, I'm joking. But yeah, it's very valuable. But in terms of taking it online from there, sorry, because I know that talking about this will help the stylists watching. For me, I use Instagram is my biggest platform. It's where my journey started. So I kind of launched it through there. Pretty much 90% of my clients come from Instagram or recommendation. You get the odd one, you know, through a Google search and so on. But I started obviously talking about that I was doing it on my Instagram. But I started also doing a series for free, just giving out, you know, content every week called Wardrobe Wednesday. And I thought, right at the beginning of the process of lockdown, I thought I'm going to help us declutter our wardrobes and look at our style and shop differently. So each week I started kind of giving like little tips and journeys. And within that also talking about doing obviously offering the online colour work on my Instagram. And it's just gone, like, I'm now at the point probably where I was with face-to-face consultations before lockdown with online. So every week I'm booked for my online consultation work. I'm getting people on my higher end coaching program, and it's massive because it changes your lifestyle as well. I've always wanted to do this, but me and my fiance have always spoke about having a lifestyle where we can go abroad for a month and take our laptops and be able to do what we love from anywhere. And we've already started talking about doing that in August or September, but we're like, let's just go away for a month. Let's take our laptops, we'll hire an Airbnb villa and start like doing what we said we always wanted to do. So although the situation of COVID has been, you know, not great for many reasons, but in that sense for me, in forcing it to take my business online and obviously taking your courses, which has helped as well, that's completely going to change how I live my life and how I run my business. Now my market is not my local area, it's like anywhere.
It's the world, basically. Yeah. Now, a lot of consultants going online, one of their concerns is that they won't enjoy the online work as much as the in-house work. How has that gone for you, Helen?
It sounds weird, but I am enjoying it more.
Yeah.
I was not expecting.
Me too. I started doing it. I thought, you know what, I'm going to be bored. It's going to be boring. You know, I have far more energy when I'm working online. There's a start and a finish. And what has your experience been like?
I come off a Zoom call and I feel dead, like, you know, energized. And I love meeting people from all over the world. Like I worked with a lady, was it last week? I think from Kansas in America, Spain, Canada, and I love meeting people from all different parts of the world and walks of life. And I'm like that. I'm very open and sociable, and so I've just really enjoyed it, and I found the result is no different. Whether you're face to face or you're online, what they want at the end of it, they're like, what's my style code?